Hey peepsy doodles, how is everyone doing? I'm just kind of hanging out in my backyard today, my place of happiness, my place of pride and joy and excitement. And so I figured while literally everyone is sleeping that I'm not sleeping because I have been, having my V8, which I'll probably grab another one and then be mad at myself for. But I thought I would just pop on and just do a little let's chat. Kind of show off my witchy garden. Hi, Amy. Show off my witchy garden. Oh no, I kind of bamboozled myself here. Hi, Nickel Bread. How are you? You guys will have to let me know if my if I'm starting to get like shitty. Hi, Lady Blind Wolf. As far as like, if you can't see me. Remember last time? I think last time it was because I was on Wi-Fi, and I'm good on Wi-Fi if I'm right here. But if I go out to my garden, my Wi-Fi doesn't reach out there, obviously. So, so I think last time I kind of fucked up and I had to go to the LTE network. Hi, Gabriella. So I started off on the LTE this time instead of Wi-Fi. So if you guys can't hear me or see me, or I'm starting to like bog down or anything, just let me know. But yeah, I wanted to give you guys a garden update because I couldn't remember what all I had. I think the last time when I did the update, I literally had just finished planting. I don't think the fence was up. I don't think anything had sprouted yet. I'm pretty sure. I don't remember. So for a minute, I took a drink of this and it tasted like alcohol. And I was like, fuck, what did I grab? Just kidding, it's just V8. So yeah, I'm just gonna give you a little garden update. And we're just gonna travel around the yard and chit chat because I'm all energized with this and everybody's sleeping. So you guys get to deal with me. So, hi dearie, how are you? I'm not blowing at you, I'm blowing at the bug on my screen. Hi Nikki, hey girl, hey. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I got all my favesies here. Oh my god. Working on my Litha plans. Fucking A. Happy Litha. Happy summer solstice. Don't think I forgot, because I didn't. I just forgot in this second right here. I have been doing a lot outside. My daughter and I, it's supposed to have a real feel of 96 here today, which is a stark contrast to like the 50-degree weather we had 2 weeks ago. So my daughter and I have been outside. We were outside all morning, and she kind of has a little kiddie pool that I set up. We had a big pool last year. I don't know if you guys remember, but it was like a $20 Walmart one, and we just kind of got rid of it, and it was gross. So, Nicole, I have no idea what to do for the summer solstice. The summer solstice to me, honestly, is literally about being outside. Like, I just got done watering the garden. I went through and weeded it. I laid out in the sun this morning. I'm not complaining, stuck of the cold. Like, I laid out in the sun. I got some tan on. Yeah, Nikki's making honey cakes. For me, because there are certain holidays for me and certain Sabbats that I do like ritual for, and then there's other ones that being out in nature is my way of celebrating. So literally for me, being outside and soaking up the sun, which is now behind a bunch of cloud, but the essence of it is here, is my way of celebrating the solstice. We'll probably, we have to go to a barbecue later on tonight, but we'll probably end up having like a bonfire later and just being outside and doing outdoor goodies. So that's always been what the summer solstice has been about for me. I will kill any bug that gets on me. You get my personal space, you done, bro. We had a freeze advisory last month. Yeah, we had a freeze advisory. I think it was the very end of May, because I had everything planted, and then literally that weekend we had to come out here and cover it. So yeah, it was a couple weeks ago, and now we're at like, I think it's like 86 today with a real feel of 96. So welcome to fucking Michigan, right? People next door trying to sell their house, and I think they have somebody looking at it, but it's not like they can see me because this is what they're seeing. That's what makes me so happy, is like right there is a neighbor's house, but because of all the shit that grows in between here and there, we literally can't see our neighbors. Like, I can't see my neighbors at all, which is great. Hi, mistress, how are you? Okay, so I'm just gonna show you guys some shit, right? Okay, so first of all, I guess I could show you this. Well, my husband and I put up the fence, and I don't think it was up the last time I did a video, and I can't remember. So yeah, fence is up, super excited. We had a really hard time figuring out what to do as far as a doorway, and so we just decided to step over it, and it's worked just fine. So garden boxes. I went through and weeded a lot of this because this box in particular, I will get pop-ups of baby tomatoes because the first year that we did it, we just like let all of the old tomato plants kind of like die down in the box over the winter, and now we will have like thousands, and I'm not fucking kidding you, of tomato plants that just pop up everywhere. So I went through and weeded all this. Sage is doing pretty well. The basil's not doing bad. The bugs got to this one, which I was really worried about, but it does have some leaves. Look at all the baby leaves coming. The sun is pretty ridiculous out here, so I was afraid that it was gonna get scorched, but all the new leaves look okay, and I've been watering everything a lot more because of course my sprinkler died. So we'll see how that goes. The tomato plants actually have flowers on them. Super pumped there. So everything seems to be doing okay here. Oops, sorry. So the only thing that got eaten, you get off of there, sir. This was a bean that I was terrified of because like this got eaten to shit, and I was like, well, it's dead. But this has all grown in like the last 2 days, and it hasn't been touched, so fingers crossed. The other one was over here, and it got destroyed by bugs, so that one's gone and dead, but this one's alive, so I'm hoping. Broccoli is doing fantastic, growing like a fucking weed. Guys, look at my sunflowers. I have never been able to grow sunflowers because the bunnies always get to them, and the bunnies aren't getting to them because I have a fence. I am having so much fun watching these. I guess I knew that sunflowers like moved their heads to the sun, but I didn't realize the whole plant did. So you can see these are kind of like facing in the middle right now. In the morning, they're like facing this way. In the afternoon, they're facing this way. It's just so cool to watch them move throughout the day. I just have a lot of fun with those. And then cucumber plants, before we got the garden or the fence in, something came and ate this little guy, so we planted a new one, and he finally has his cucumber leaves. And then and this guy's up as well, so pumped. And then here's the new garden, and I am relatively pleased with how everything is doing. So all of the marigolds had, or the calendula, had 1 to 2 flowers a piece so far that I have harvested, and they all have buds. So all of them, because the more you pick the flowers off, the more flowers they produce. So I'm not sure if these are just old leaves or if the brick is frying them. So everything seems to be growing well, but it just seems, I wonder if the brick gets too hot, you know what I mean? So we'll see. Peppermint in the corners are still doing work. Lemon balm I was kind of worried about, but it seems to kind of, I mean, it's doing its business. It definitely got bigger. Lemongrass is doing good. There's the other little baby lemon balm. Chamomile here, doing good. Yarrow here. Guys, this is like my fucking pride and joy right now. These are my marigolds that I grew from seed. Those I bought from the actual plant nursery. I grew these from seed. Look at, I'm about to get blooms. I'm about to get my very first blooms on my calendulas that I grew all by myself, and I am so excited. Look at, he's gonna open, and I couldn't be more fucking ready for it. And then all of them over there, I'll show you, but all of them over there are also ready to bloom, and I thought I was gonna kill these, and I didn't, and they're growing, and I did work, and I'm so excited. Peppers are here. All my carrots came up. I've never been able to grow carrots because the bunnies always get to them. So all my carrots are coming up. We're growing beets. I think I told you guys, for one of Kevin's professional disc golf people, which is kind of funny. They sent us a packet of beets because they live in Florida. And so I've never grown beets before, but they're doing work. Corn, all my corn's up. It's supposed to be knee high by 4th of July. So hopefully, I mean, some of them might get there. I'm kind of pumped. More yarrow, more calendula, more marigolds, more peppermint, you know. There's another one as I go to gate 8. I'm so excited. And those two, you guys, I'm like so fucking excited that these are gonna do work. I'm cantivating right now. I don't know if you can realize that I'm cantivating, but I'm cantivating. Oh my God, I do not need a second one of these, but it's fine. I'm pretty sure my willow died. I'm not too excited about it because it was really good last year, and it's got all these buds on it, but I just don't think it got enough water. I'm not sure. So I don't want to chop it down because I feel like some of the actual tree, like when you cut into it, is still alive. So I'm just letting it kind of do its thing. Thanks, Nicole. I'm so excited. Hi, Hayden. You're not late. We're just talking about my garden and how I'm cantivating over my marigolds that are gonna bloom, and I grew them all by myself. But we're good. We're doing good. We're going to a barbecue later today. Oh, hang on. He's probably gonna. Mr. Blue Jay was like, "Hey, yo, how are ya? Hi. You just coming to hang out with us on the summer solstice? Yeah. Okay. Well, you do work, sir." I have to show you guys. You're gonna get whiplash from how many times I'm like fucking moving you back and forth. Look at these burdocks. Look at the size of the burdock. Like, that's as tall as I am. Oops, sorry. That's as tall as I am. And the leaves, look at how big the leaves are. I wish I could. I can't even explain to you how fucking big they are. Excuse me, little beetle. Get out of here. They're huge. So I'm probably gonna be harvesting some of them. They're just natural burdock that just grow here. I'm probably gonna be harvesting some of them for their roots this year in the fall. So there's my big old burdock BB. Like I said, I didn't grow these. My daughter gets super excited. She'll come and grab a leaf and carry it around like Totoro. Any of you guys know my neighbor Totoro. This is a giant ass fucking anthill here, and I have to sprinkle cinnamon on it or something because I stepped on it the other day and then I had ants swarming all over me, so that was fun. But there's burdock here and here. We've got burdock. That back there is milkweed, so we've got monarchs everywhere. All of that tall shit back there, burdock. So that's been pretty fun. I have fun with that, you know. It's just a good time. Yeah, I'm really enjoying, like Nicole said, like the natural privacy fence, because we literally, like, there is a fence right in here to stop. You better not be an ant. Oh, you are. I must have got on the. Get off of me, sir. I must have got too close to the hill because the ant was like, "Bitch, I'm gonna get you." But I really enjoy my backyard because I'm really close to town, but I have like the natural feel of like being out in the country, which is what I wanted. So this little natural area, my mom's like, "You should like cut that down and make that nice." And I'm like, fuck no, I love this. And I really love, if Kevin hates them because of the roots and how they're like taking over everything, but all of this back here is all bamboo. Here you can see like last year's stalks and this year, and how high they get. They're like 8 feet, 9 feet high right now. And they just make a perfect privacy fence back there. So, I mean, like I said, they literally take over everything, but you can't even see that there's a fence back there, can you? No, you can't. I just watched Totoro for the first time. They recently put a bunch of Ghibli films on Netflix. My Neighbor Totoro is the cutest Studio Ghibli film. Like that and Howl's Moving Castle are my absolute favorites. I can't. I love Totoro and Howl's Moving Castle. I just love them. What else can I show you guys? Let's see. Here's my mint. My spearmint. We've been having all kinds of mint things, mint refreshments. I'm gonna pluck the tops of them so that they don't get too strangly, and dry it out and save it for tea, and then it lets it get more bushy down at the bottom. It kind of helps it to bush out a bit, so that's that. So this is my yarrow that I planted obviously around here, and this yarrow, this one and the one over there, are doing the best out of the 3 different places that I've planted them. I mean, this thing is huge, and I planted it all by myself from a seed, so I'm excited. I think that the ones that are here are going to be the ones that do the best. All my lavenders, look at, they all have buds. There's my bergamot, also known as bee balm, doing work. Lavender, rosemary, what is that noise? I don't know. Rosemary, that bergamot's doing good. Rosemary, lavender, bergamot, lavender, and my other yarrow. So excited. Everything in here isn't doing fantastic. This is the lavender that I grew from seed. Not really doing too good. The yarrow that I grew from seed, it's pretty and it's green. It's just not growing much. Chamomile, wood betony. Like I said, they're also alive. They're just not growing much. Echinacea. This poor guy. Blessed thistle. And wormwood. So, but this dude is doing work. He's starting to climb the trellis, which is exciting. I get one of these every single year. Hi, Julie. Can't wait to move to a house so I can have a garden. That was literally my most exciting thing about having a house. Is I was like, as soon as I move into a house, I want a bonfire pit and I want a garden. And I had them both. Actually, I think that I had Kevin build the bonfire pit before we were even fully unpacked. Because I was like, no, when I get a house, I'm going to plant a whole bunch of shit in my backyard. I just want my backyard to feel like a fucking forest. And I want to just like green things everywhere and plants everywhere. And I wanted a hammock and I wanted a garden. And I got them. I don't know. These, I think I've shown you guys these. These gigantic trees here are cottonwood, and here. And they literally are growing from those. Like those things just like shoot out roots, like literally all the way over there. Pop! All the way over there. They grow roots all the way down here. Like here's one. If I let this grow right here, this will turn into a tree. They just like shoot out these little fucking suckers and it goes all the way there. I have a root, actually I have a tree growing right here that I gotta dig out. Right here. This is a tree. Same thing as that. And that one was like 2 years of growth. Boom. And I know eventually I have to cut it down, but I just love all the extra. It just makes my backyard feel like a park. It's like a little forest, and I love it. So the only problem with the trees is that, like I said, they shoot out so many roots that nothing else will grow. Like you can see this guy. He has barely grown at all since we've been here. Same with the little silver birch I have over there, because the roots from those trees just take up everything. So that's kind of hard. That makes me sad. Yeah, Nikki, get you a bonfire pit, girl. Get you one. So, yeah, it's been it's been good. I got my cedar trees. I'm actually gonna I have a shit ton of cedar, and so I'm going to harvest. I was talking with Crystal, Miss Canadian Witch, and she gave me the idea, which I don't know why I never thought of it. I'm gonna harvest cedar. This is white cedar, and I'm going to harvest some and make smudge bundles out of it. So I'm really excited to do that and to see how that works. To kind of make my own smudge bundles. So that'll be fun. I wonder if my flowers are still bloomed out front. I can go show you guys my flowers. All like 8 of you that are still hanging out, which I don't care. I get excited. I get excited when I have my crew that comes and hangs out with me. These are also all cedar. So I can make smudge bundles for days. Oh, I meant to ask you, can I send you a present? Girl, let me start by saying you don't ever have to, like, nobody has to send me anything, but I'm never gonna turn down a fucking present. Never gonna turn down a present. I fucking love presents, so you can definitely send me a present. And I will be grateful. Oh, they're still kind of alive. I can kind of show you guys. Look at them, they're bloomed. They're old bloom though, so they're gonna die soon. But aren't they beautiful? This thing just climbs forever, and that's the tallest that my trellis gets. Yes, clematis. And I love it because the vines, like I didn't tear them down and they all rebloom every year. So you don't have to, like, don't cut them down. They literally just regrow. So what my plan is eventually around my garden, once I get it as big as I want, because I'll probably add more boxes, then I want to add like an outer wooden, like for show fencing around that. And then I want one of those, the clematis, climbing all the way up and down and over the archway, so that it just like all summer long it's just beautiful and green, and then it just will bloom these beautiful flowers. And I'm excited because I'm so excited. These are all milkweed, which is why I'm not pulling them up. Milkweed, 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 milkweed. We love our monarchs here, so got lots of food back there. Obviously my hosta as well, but that's hosta. But ow, fuck, back there, all of those are milkweed for our beautiful monarchs that come through here. So yeah, it's a good time. It's getting dark. It's supposed to rain. Is it gonna rain? Of course, after I already watered all my stuff. These are my wigalias. I didn't think they'd come back. We planted them last year, but they did, and they bloomed, and I'm excited. And then every single year, I think I want to dig these out because these are mums, and I'm like, ugh, they're just so fucking ugly until fall comes around and they bloom, and I go, oh yeah, that's why I'm not digging them out, because they're fucking gorgeous. So I'm just walking around my house, just filming me. I'm just filming myself and staying, smoking my fiends. I got Kevin a Father's Day gift. You guys would appreciate it. I'm kind of waiting for it to show up. I got him, well, I got Aria a book, like it's a Daddy and Me book, to give to him from her. But I got him because Kevin enjoys his libations. He likes his beer. Not in an alcoholic way, just in a recreational, he likes beer kind of way. And so, you know, he gets beer mugs and stuff. I got him like a skull, like Skyrim Viking style beer mug where it has the skull and then it's got the horns as the handles. And I'm so excited, and I hope that it's not cheesy once it gets here. So I ordered that, and then I'm just gonna like fill his beer fridge for Father's Day because we have a beer fridge. We have a fridge in the house. I think that's a, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like that's a super Michigander, like Midwest thing, to have a beer fridge where you have like your normal food fridge in the house, and then you have a separate fridge in the garage for your beer. Correct me if I'm wrong, but we always grown up with a beer fridge. So, so yeah, it's just been been fun, and it's been nice because I have a little pillow out here. I was gonna nap today, and instead I just was like, you know what? No, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna go water my garden. And I was crocheting. I'm trying to crochet my mom. Well, I have a couple crochet projects going on right now, but I started these washcloths, and I've never done the waffle stitch before, so I'm kind of having fun with that. So I was working on those, and then I was like, well, it's gonna rain here in a little bit. So I went through and I picked up the yard because my kids' toys was everywhere. And I mean, you have kids, you're gonna have toys everywhere. I also really just like the look of the back. It's so peaceful, you know what I mean? So I just kind of picked all that up, and then I wandered the garden, and then I was like, I'm gonna see what my peeps are doing. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. What are you guys doing? What you got going on? What's everybody got going on? Yeah, rain's definitely coming. The rain is coming in. I can feel it. I can feel it in my bones. And in the sky. And in the air. Here looks so nice and peaceful. Thank you. My yard is my favorite part of my home. It's my absolute. Just bought new paint. What are you painting? Like, are you painting like your house or a room, or like crafty paint? What's you doing? Wishing for rain here in Ohio. Just keep sprinkling, no real rain. I have a feeling that's what's going to happen here. Because when I looked at the radar, it just looked like a blip of rain. Like, we're probably going to get rain for like 5 minutes. Not even enough to like actually water anything, which is why I just went ahead and watered all my stuff. Crafty. Ooh, I'm making comics and stuff. Nice. Hopefully you post pictures. I've been sick for a few days, so I'm spending the evening in bed watching Dragon Ball because I'm a big kid. There is nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that, and I hope that you feel better. I'm sorry that you're sick. Being sick sucks. Being sick is not a good time. My husband has the brown bottle flu today. And then we have to go to like I said, we have to go to a barbecue, so he has to pretend he doesn't have the brown bottle flu and go and have more beer at a barbecue today. We went out on my parents' boat last night, and it was a lot of fun, and we had a couple, and we ended up going swimming in the lake at like 10 o'clock at night. It was fine. So yeah, it was a good time. I'm going out. Figured you guys want to say hi to the prowling panther of the backyard. Hi, Miss Lady. What's you doing? What's you doing? Hi. Don't touch my drink or you'll knock it over and I'll be sad. How are you? Want to tell everybody hello? Yeah? Are we having a good time? Are you hunting? She always brings us presents. She brings us, well, I get kind of sad when she brings us chickadees, but she brings us mice and gophers a lot. Wow, those birds are fucking huge. Anyway. I may also rewatch Xena again because damn, I love me some peak 90s camp. Dude, are you talking like Xena Warrior Princess? Because that show was life. That and, oh my god, help me out. The show, I Can See Him. It aired at the same time as Xena because I feel like they were one right after another. There was Xena Warrior Princess, and then it was a dude, but it was also a badass show, and I can't remember what the fuck it was called. All I keep thinking is Hercules. Oh, you just said it. I think it is Hercules. Hercules' Legendary Journey. I think it is Hercules. He had like shoulder length hair. It wasn't Highlander. Like shoulder length hair. I think it was Hercules. I'm pretty sure. And okay, tell me if I'm the only person that watched this. Do you guys remember? It was the Beauty and the Beast, but there was the live version with Vincent. His name was Vincent, and he lived down in the sewers, but they didn't call it Beauty and the Beast. And she, help me, guys, help me. It was a TV show, and I fucking loved it. Her name was, oh my God, Sarah O'Connor with Linda Hamilton. Yes, with Linda Hamilton. I was trying to remember her name. Obviously, these make me. Yep, seen it. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Fucking hate you, Nicole. No, what the hell was it called? His name was Vincent. Her name was Buck. Her name wasn't Buck, but her name was not Belle, and it wasn't Beauty. It wasn't anything like that. They recently did a reboot. I know they did, and I didn't like it. I refused. I was like, no, I won't do it. But I also refused to watch the Charmed reboot too, just because there's nostalgia in the shows that we grew up with, and I don't want to see them rebooted. What's the name of the show, you guys? Hold on. It always comes to me, and it's not coming. Somebody look it up. It wasn't. It was. I feel like it was just like one word. It wasn't Beast. No. Vincent and I don't remember what her name. Catherine. No, it wasn't called Beauty and the Beast. No, it was a different name. Her name was Catherine. Yes, her name was Catherine, but I don't think it was called Beauty and the Beast. I thought it was. Maybe it was. Maybe it was called Beauty and the Beast, and just the name. It was Catherine and Vincent, and their names were different. I thought it was called something else, but maybe it was called Beauty and the Beast. I don't know. But I loved that show, and I was kind of sad when they remade it, because I feel like remakes just don't hold the same. They just don't hold the same magic as the ones that you grew up with. But I guess the shows will be magic for someone else. Like if nobody has seen the original Charmed, or if someone hasn't seen the original Charmed, but then they watch the reboot, maybe the reboot will hold the same nostalgia for them down the road as the original did for us. I don't know. But I won't watch the reboot. You can't make me, because it looks cringe. It looks super cringe, you guys. I just found out they did a prequel to the Hercules show called Young Hercules, starring Ryan Gosling. What? Did you see it? Was it good? Was it a thing worth watching? Interesting. My husband's gonna kill me, you guys. When he finds out that I had 2 V8s in a row, and I have to be and I'm this chatty, he's gonna be like, because his head hurts. So he's gonna be like, you need to get away from me. It's like when they remake classic horror movies. Why do that thing? Yes, true. My 18-year-old autistic granddaughter doesn't like the reboot either. She has watched the real Charmed. Yeah, no, I can't do it. No offense to the reboot, but the effects in that look worse than the 90s. That's what I said. That's exactly what I said, is I feel like the reboot is just so cringy, and we have so much more technology now. And the original, you watch it, and some of it is kind of like, yeah, but they had some really fucking cool effects in the reboot. Not the reboot, in the original Charmed. I don't know. What else am I doing? What else can I spew out to you? I just bought, I don't know how many of you are video game people, or if you play on Nintendo Switch at all, but I really enjoyed Xenoblade Chronicles 2 for the Switch, and so I just, like, literally an hour ago bought Xenoblade Chronicles, the definitive edition, because I heard amazing reviews on it, so I bought that. I probably won't have, said that I won't have time to play it, but I probably won't make time to play it, because I'd rather be outside. I can take my Switch outside, but if I'm outside, like, I want to be crocheting or reading or playing with my kid or just taking in the fuck, oh my god. My cat just pissed at my dog, and I almost just wore my drink. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, I need to sue y'all. I've been wanting to get a Nintendo Switch. That's right, you do. You get that Switch because they're amazing. Yeah. I love my Switch. My controller is currently drifting. One of them, which makes me sad. Um, so I put in a ticket to Nintendo because they will now repair it. As of a year ago, they will now repair your Joy-Cons for free. But I think they're gone for like 6 weeks. So that's kind of tough. But it's better than paying $80 for a new one. So I have a Game Boy Advance. My husband got me for a wedding present. Kirby all day, man. Fuck yes. Fuck yes. The Game Boy Advance is still life. I love the Game Boy Advance. And I still love all the games that are for it. So like when they remake them, or not remake them, but when they like port Game Boy Advance games over to the Switch, I get so excited. Do they still have game bundles for the Switch? They do. Where? I don't know. Because with quarantine, like fucking everywhere is sold out. So you're gonna pay an arm and a leg, at least over here in my state. It's really, really hard to find them for just the normal $2.99 price. But maybe now that things are starting to open back up, they'll kind of put production back up again. Sorry. Remember when Melissa Milano said they were in talks with Netflix to do something with the OGs? Yes, and they fucking need to. You can get a Game Boy Advance with custom colors and an LED screen. Yes, you can. Flat Earth, Alaska. Hello, how are you? Yeah, Mistress, I haven't looked at bundles in a while. I know you can get the Switch Lite relatively easy. You'll have to look. You might be able to go onto actual Nintendo's website and look. Amazon may have stuff. I'm pretty sure you can go onto GameStop.com and buy stuff. Best Buy and Walmart.com a lot of times will like ship things directly to your house. So depending on where you are in the world, you may have to go on and look, because the Switch honestly was the best purchase that I've ever made as far as video game consoles, other than my 360. And we just went through and watched all of they had like an online version of E3, which is the big video game conference that happens every year. It's a week out of the year in June. And they kind of disclosed everything that's going on with the PlayStation 5, because our PS4 is kind of taking a dump, so we're probably going to wait on getting a new PS4 and just get the new PS5. But, ooh, I hear rain! So excited! Sorry. I doubt an original cast charm will come out because Alyssa Milano and Rose McGowan don't get along. Yeah, that's true. They do not. But the thing is like, Alyssa Milano, there was a lot of fighting with a lot of people. Like, Shannon Doherty had a really hard time with everyone, which is why they killed her off. And then Alyssa Milano was fighting with, all I can think of is Pyperh. What's her actual name? I don't know why I can't think of her actual name, but those two were fighting over the actual, like, not Leo, Brian. Brian, I don't remember what Leo's actual last name is. It's Brian something. They were fighting over him in real life because I think he was dating Alyssa Milano, but that was a mess. And then Rose McGowan came on, and Rose and Alyssa didn't get along. Yeah, Holly Marie Combs, thank you. So it's just, I feel like all of them are just, they did such a good job on the show, but other than like after a while, Alyssa and Holly Marie Combs, became the producers, and they held a long-lasting friendship way after everything was done. But maybe it was Shannon and Alyssa. It might have been Shannon and Alyssa that were fighting over Brian. I think Holly Marie Combs was already married when the show actually started. But yeah, it was a mess. It was just a mess. I haven't owned a console since PS3 and I mainly used it as a Blu-ray player. But damn, do I need that PS5. Isn't it beautiful? It's like so fucking futuristic. Alright, let's see. I'm catching up. I know it's a different time. You would be able to do a job with people you didn't agree with, but now forget about it. Oh, 100%. I heard Rose McGowan got into major trouble when she first started because she used to doodle in the BOS prop. Oh, shit. I know Shannon and Alyssa were always feuding, but I think they all made up when Shannon got cancer. That's kind of a shitty thing to do. I mean, I don't know. Like, to not like somebody and then all of a sudden be their friend because they get cancer. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't that way. Maybe, like you said, it was just a, hey, life is short, we should probably get over our differences type of thing. But, other than, I heard that Shannon Doherty, like, she's got booted off of multiple shows, even shows that she started, because she's very, very difficult to work with. And I know Holly's still majorly salty because she didn't get to keep the BOS after it's ended. Who has it? Like, who even has the BOS? Because why would she get it? It's like Holly and Alyssa. I mean, I could see Rose not getting it or Shannon getting it because they weren't there for the whole thing. Like, Holly and Alyssa were there for the entire thing. So why would Holly get rights to it when both of them were there for the whole thing? I don't know. What time is it? Can somebody give me a time? She was the only one that was there for every episode, including the pilot that had a different Phoebe. Oh. Doesn't belong to the network? I would think it would. That bitch has got to be worth some fucking dough. Can you imagine what somebody would pay to have the original Book of Shadows from Charmed? A lot. $2.59. Oh, fuck. It's $2.59. We're supposed to be at our barbecue between 3:30 and 4. Which, if I shoot closer to 4, then I'm okay. But otherwise, my kid's still sleeping, my husband's still sleeping, and I have to try to rally the troops to get everybody going. And I don't want to. I just want to sit here in my backyard and enjoy the breeze and the couple fucking sprinkles of rain I just got that went away. Oh my god. These people we're gonna go see aren't even gonna know what hit them. I'm not gonna be able to shut up for like 3 hours. Anyway. So yeah, what else? Reading. I'm reading Crescent City by Sarah J. Maas, for anybody that's like an Equitar or a Throne Glass fan. And I was completely hooked. I read like 250 pages in 2 nights, but with the outside and with everything, like I haven't dedicated the time to reading that I would like, so I haven't really gone past that. But it's an 800-page book, and I was sad. It was one of those things where I was sad. Hi, Jen. That I was already 200 pages in. I'm like, I only have 600 pages left. Like, that's how good the book is. So I think that I'm purposely avoiding reading it because I don't want it to be over. That's how fucking good it is. I'm so entranced and enthralled with the story and the characters and the premise, and I'm pumped. So I'm reading that. I have a shit ton of books on my TBR, but you know, I just got into Anne Rice. I need to make a start on Queen of the Damned. My husband has all of the Anne Rice, well, the big ones: Interview with the Vampire, Queen of the Damned, I tried Anne Rice's smut book. It was not good. It was not good at all. I got 10 pages in and had to put that bitch down. But I haven't read any Anne Rice. What's the name of the book? The one that I'm reading, Crescent City. And yes, the second Serpent and Dove book comes out in September. I'm really excited. I am excited, and I'm kind of bummed that that book wasn't more of what I wanted it to be, but like I said, I think that I overhyped it in my head. So it wasn't the book's fault, that was kind of my fault. But I am really excited about the second book. I'm pretty sure I have that already pre-ordered. I'm pretty sure. There's another book that I just pre-ordered that's coming out. I don't remember what it is. I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember. But I also bought, I bought Chain of Gold, and I think I showed you guys. I was trying to choose between Crescent City and Chain of Gold, which one I wanted to read first, and I ended up going with Crescent City. So I'll probably do Chain of Gold next. Even though realistically I wanted to get through all of Cassandra Clare's trilogies, which means I wanted to read the Dark Artifices? Yeah. I wanted to read that before, even though there's not really a whole lot from that transfers over to that book, because this book is a prequel. Sorry. It's a sequel series to her prequel series. So she has the Infernal Devices, which is her prequel series. And Chain of Gold is the first book in the sequel series to those books. So realistically, those are the only 3 books that you really need to read in order to understand the characters that are happening in that book, which I've already read. But I just wanted to go with Crescent City, and that's what I did. I also just ordered Titan's Curse and House of Hades. Yay! I really did enjoy the Percy Jackson series. And I need to start the second series of that. But I haven't. I have them downstairs. I just haven't. You absolutely can read Chain of Gold before you read Dark Artifices and the novellas stuff. Well, the novellas, I have them. I just have a hard time with novellas. I think I've only read one ever that I thoroughly enjoyed, as far as like any books ever, not really with Cassandra Clare. But I've heard that the novellas are really, really good, and they add a lot to it. But Chain of Gold doesn't have a ton to do with the characters of the Dark Artifices. But you know what I do need to do is I still haven't finished the 6th book and the Mortal Instruments. Like, what the fuck? I read books 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I went backwards and I read The Infernal Devices, because I heard that the 6th book had a lot of shit from the Infernal Devices in it. So I read the 5 books of the Mortal Instruments, read the Infernal Devices, and then I was going to go back and read the 6th book of the Mortal Instruments, and I never did. So that one I do actually need to finish. I'm trying to finish my book collection of the House of Night series. You know, I read like the first 6 or 7 books in the House of Night series, and then I never went any further than that. I never finished it. So they were good. Okay, that's good to know. I do have the Shadowhunter Academy. Like I said, I have quite a few of the novella books. I just really need to finish the whole series. But it's kind of like, you got to be committed to dive back into the Mortal Instruments, the Shadowhunter universe, and I'm not quite committed yet to dive back into it, because I feel like once I like read book 6, then I'm going to want to go on to the Dark Artifices, and I'm going to want to read the novella, and I'm going to want to just like keep going with everything, and it's a big commitment. So I have not committed yet. There's a novella collection all about Jem. Yes, I did hear that, and I fucking love Jem. I love Jem. I love Jem so much. You know, I have to say that The Infernal Devices was the only series that I've ever read that had a love triangle in it that I was heartbroken because I loved both of her love interests equally. I loved them both so much, and I wanted her to end up with both of them. And the way that the Infernal Devices ended was the most perfect ending to any kind of series into or trilogy into any kind of romantic love triangle I have ever read in my entire life. And you can fight me on that because I refuse to ever change my opinion on that. It was amazing. I mean, you had like people that were team Will and people that were team Jem, and for me I'm like, I fucking love them both. If you I don't even know. It was so tough. It was so tough to choose because I loved them both for different reasons and I wanted her to be with them both. That's what I wanted. And the way that the book ended was just I just want to read them again. Maybe I'll read them again. Because I love them so much. The second Malik trilogy book has such different color art to the first and it stresses me out. Yeah, I did see that. And I was never a big Malik fan. Not that I didn't like them together, but there are people that were so into their romance and it never I really didn't care if it was there or not. So I'm going to read the Malik books because I want to. I'm sure it will make me care about them more. But I didn't realize there was such a following for those two. Anyway, ugh, I feel like it got later. Did it get later? Is it like 10 after 3 now? Because I really need to go wake my family up. Because all of a sudden we're all going to be rushing to get here. What if you love muffins? Give me a time check. I could just like look inside, but I'm lazy. 3:09. Okay. Nuts. I think she only lives like 5 minutes away, 10 minutes away. So I could leave at like. I still need to get my kid up though. And waking up a toddler. Waking up a toddler is never advised. So I just open the door and make my animals go do it. I think most of the following comes from the show because of how fleshed out it is in that. Oh, that would make sense. I started the show and I felt like a lot of it was really cringy. So I never finished the show. And I don't know if it was because I watched it with my husband. So it felt cringy because I was watching it with him. Like maybe if I watched it on my own, I would have, like, I don't know. But I, I just loved the books. I didn't need to watch it. I didn't need to watch the show. All right, doodlies. I really appreciate you guys all hanging out with me on this beautiful summer solstice. It's been a while. Everything's been crazy in the US, so I've kind of been laying low a little bit as far as social media is concerned. But it's been really nice. Oh, the movie, I won't even watch the movie. But it's been really nice catching up with you all and just talking about normal stuff because you guys are awesome. I know I can just come on here and we can just talk about books and games and gardens and outdoor shit and what we're drinking, what we're eating, whatever. And it's just a good time. So, yeah, it was good having you here, Jen. It was good having all my peeps here. I feel like I have like a core group of peeps that come and hang out with me during my lives, and it's just always so good when I see names pop and I'm like, hey, beach. I mean, I love everybody that comes. You know that, but no. Anyway, okay. All right, I gotta go get my family moving. Can you tell how excited I am? I'm so excited. So excited. Okay. That'll be fine. It'll be good. Alcohol. Alcohol. All right. I'm gonna go and wake up all my family. I love you guys very much, and I will see you soon. Happy Father's Day to everybody. Nobody on here. Well, anyway. Happy Father's Day weekend. Anybody on here that's a dad or that has a dad or that's remembering a dad or that, whatever. So I'm glad, Hayden. Your lives always make me feel warm and happy. I just love you guys. I love you, Nicole. Bye, mistress. Have a fun day. Happy solstice. Thanks, Julie. You have a good day too. Looks like that little bit of, I literally had like 27 sprinkles. So I'm glad I watered my garden. Okay. All right. Well, Ollie Man says bye too. There he is. Just, hanging the dang. Okay. All right. Love you guys. I will see you later.